in the NFL if they wanted.
Look at how far Tervel has to spread his legs to get his inside legs not to touch. He has to almost go into full Patrick Swayze like Jean-Claude Van Damme split for them not to touch. Gosh.
Right, here we go. This is going to be great.
Yep. Remember, guys, mat 2 and 3 right now. You got 48 kilos on 3, and then here you got the big boys going on a mat 2.
And here you go. Fortune's been able to get some big throws at universities and in this trials.
Yep.
Now, Tervel's definitely his most seasoned opponent. And
Tervel
technical.
shoots, too, man. When Tervel gets the ankles, these big guys kind of don't know how to react too well with it, but Tervel Fortune's athletic enough that he can wrestle and move around in these things, man.
Yeah, and you probably know this. I've heard from several people, Jake, that Tervel is like a big-time student of wrestling. Always just...
He knows so much. Yeah, he studies his sports. He studies his moves. He has setups. He's not just big and strong and, like, relies on, hey, you shoot, I'm going to use my weight against you. He knows technique, and he's working on it. I mean, he's working with John Smith these last 3 summers on the low single leg. You know, he's finding the best people in the world at it and asking them different finishes, different ways to set it up, different things like that.
Tervel, man, just got his world medal the same year as you.
Yep, 2009, University World Champ in 08, the year before.
Seems like he's beat just about everybody, but, you know, at those World Championships, he'll get caught one match.
Yep, he hasn't been able to put together a perfect tournament yet, but, you know, a 5th place in 2011, a 5th in 2012, that's nothing to shake your head at, you know?
If you see Tervel after the
nice.
There's that low single
there it
you're
is. You see
talking
how
about.
that level change timed that perfectly. Shot in perfectly on that. And Tervel gets the first blood, 2-0 lead. And I get afraid. I felt like Fortune was looking over at me like he's mad at me, like I took him down. I'm a little scared.
Here's a good moment in flow history. Bader's sitting on the side. Mac Lunas, top seed at NCAAs, goes down first round. And there's Bader yelling like he does. Oh my gosh! It upset. It was a Hofstra guy. Can't remember his name. And he's yelling, and then all of a sudden, he said he thought Lunas looked over. He shut up.
Oh, that's so funny. Gosh, there's that double leg. There's that powerful double that Fortune has. That double leg could make him a fortune. Puns.
But you see, Tervel got his hips back and circled quick.
Yep.
Most heavyweights, he probably runs through them with that.
And look at how low these guys are right now. I mean, for heavyweights, look at their stances. They're down low. Their heads, like Tervel's head is beneath Fortune. He knows that if Fortune gets his head underneath, he can really run through that double. You know, head, hands, your first 2 lines of defense. Look at that knee sprawl by Tervel.
And Fortune
Yep.
started getting to a headlock there.
Some good fakes. These guys are very athletic for heavyweights. Very athletic. I mean,
Pick the sport, they'd be able to play it.
Yep. Yeah, right. I don't think gymnastics would be the one.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
But that guy in old school was able to do a couple flips on that thing. I don't know if that was just one take or what. Almost a push out at the end there for Tervel.
And 2-0 after 3 minutes. Tervel's got Lou Roselli and J.D. Bergman in his corner.
Yep. J.D. and Tervel trained together, so obviously they want to be on the world team together this year.
RTC is dominating. Let me read this text I got earlier with who sent that? Ross Thatcher. Ohio RTC brings 5 weight classes and puts 5 in the finals. 2 former Buckeyes on the world team with Humphrey and Bergman. That's after day 1. Chance to have 5 guys on the team.
Right?
Wow.
Ohio RTC.
Bringing it.
Bringing it. Oh, yeah. That's where it is. That's where our future's at, these RTCs, these training centers, you know. And I know some of these other small colleges are a little, like, jealous and mad about it, that it's happening, that they say it's not fair. But this is the best thing for the sport,
and you know what would be sweet? You get enough RTCs, all of a sudden you can put together, like, duels.
Yes.
How awesome would it be to have duels?
Freestyle dual meets for training matches, because we're going to get more. Nice push out by Tervel. Turns down, gets his head, circles it away. That's textbook. That's textbook head defense right there. Yeah, to get these duels, it's 3-0 right now. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the match. Match 1 of possibly 3.
Yesterday, only 1 weight goes 3 matches. I think we're going to see more today.
Yeah.
When you look at, like, Russell and Metcalf.
Yep.
I imagine that's going 3. But, man, Metcalf looked good.
Looked real good.
Yeah.
He really turned it on. He really turned it on during that match.
Broke him like he was a Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
It got loud in here. It's fun, when any cowboy is up, it gets a lot louder in here.
Yep.
I love that.
Yes, it does. Gosh, Tervel really hitting those fakes and doing a great job of clearing out of that front headlock. Look at him pulling the elbow, pushing the hips away, circling hip to hip to get out. I mean, that's how you clear out of that thing. Well, he's not circling hip to hip now, but he's pushing that hip away.
Flips Wrestling, recognizing the good idea of the RTC duels. But think, you got 7 weight classes. That's a perfect amount of time. You could really hype up each match. There's starting to be enough good guys that you could have loaded RTCs or 4 or 5 superstars on there, and I think we get attention at the senior level, more attention at the senior level. It's going to be doing great things.
Yeah, it's big things, and we got enough to do it between Penn State, Penn State, Ohio State, Iowa, Cliff Keen Wrestling Club in Michigan. I'm a big fan of that one. Wink, wink. Homer favorite.
What? Here we go. Action slowing down. There's a passivity warning against
Tervel
Dlagnev.
Yep, who seems to be attacking a little more. Wow, there's that double. Oh! Is that 3? He throws him through. Wow, I thought Fortune was going to run him out. Wow. He says, get off his legs, says Mark Bader. Get off his legs.
Get off me.
Gosh, that was a great double. Way to pull up Tervel and really get that whizzer in there and hit him right off.
He was able to circle away from being out of bounds. I thought he was just going to get the push out. It ends up getting 3 out of the deal. So 6-0 with 42 seconds left. It's going to be hard to make up that many points against a man like Tervel Dlagnev.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds left. I'd say it's almost safe to say you never know. Anything can happen. You get injuries. Look at Coleman Scott, yesterday. It's a horrible thing to happen, but you never know while there's time on the clock here. But I'd say good odds are that Tervel's going to pull this match off.
Yep.
So that's a good one. And Fortune was shut out. He hasn't been stopped yet. That was his first freestyle loss there.
We'll see how he readjusts for match 2. But one's going to Dlagnev.
6-0 is the score, and Tervel Dlagnev, round 1.
Who has already been on World Team.